I know what you're thinking. Damn, that is a good t-shirt. And yeah, it's a pretty damn good t-shirt. I actually made this t-shirt. I invented it. I created all of this. And you can buy it and pick it up today for like 2 or 3 more days before it ends and disappears from the internet and the world forever. This is year 1. This is my merchandise brand for the Platinum Trophy YouTube channel. It's our first merchandise drop. We've got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got sweaters, and they're only going to be available for like 3 more days when you're watching this video. So click on the link in the description down below to grab some year 1 merch of your own to support me and the channel and the content that we're creating over here. I would really appreciate it. And you can look cool like me. Hey! Okay, there's been a bunch of stuff happen this week. PlayStation Plus Video Pass. This is a new thing that got leaked and teased, and then Sony came out with an official statement. I was gonna make a video about the leak and try and come up with a clickbaity title and trick you guys into clicking on it and then sit there for 10.5 minutes so I could get a mid-roll ad break in there and just make this silly rant video. But then I thought, you know what? No, I respect my audience more than that. So let's wait until something actually happens. And something has happened, lo and behold. PlayStation Plus Video Pass. Now, let me run you through what this actually is, and we'll talk about it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. And because apparently people want to hear my thoughts. So, I should start with the most interesting thing. This is only being rolled out in one single market, and that's Poland. For now, this is a test to see how it works, and if it works well in Poland, they'll roll it out in other markets. All of those who aren't from Poland, sorry, but all of those who are in Poland, yay, that's awesome for you guys. So at the moment they've indicated that it's going to be rolled out in Poland. Essentially what it is a bunch of video content that's going to be provided to PlayStation Plus subscribers as a supplement to their existing PlayStation Plus subscription, which allows you to have cloud saves, free games, play online, and now TV and film services. There's a bunch of stuff they've added which will be a bunch of content that will be available for people to watch. Like I said, currently it's available in Poland and it will be tested in Poland for the next 12 months. They haven't clarified exactly whether or not over that next 12 months it will be coming to other markets as well. I assume it would as they slowly roll it out to other markets, similar to what they did with PlayStation Now. Sony's VP of Global Services has quoted, "At this stage, I cannot say whether it will be created and what the test process will look like for other markets, as well as what the future of PlayStation Plus Video Pass looks like after this initial test period." So it's possible in some weird way that maybe PlayStation Poland is rolling this out, but I would assume it's a global thing and it will be coming over time. We are currently focusing on only the Polish market, on Polish players, and what their reaction will be to this additional benefit under the PlayStation Plus program. You get a bunch of free movies and TV shows. Okay, let's look at the films. Bloodshot. What is Bloodshot? Is that the Vin Diesel game? That's the Vin Diesel one, right? That came out last year. Jumanji: The Next Level, Zombieland 2, Charlie's Angels, Venom, The Equalizer 2, Baby Driver, Blade Runner 2049, Underworld, Blood Wars, Arrival, Sausage Party, Inferno, American Hustle, This Is the End, and Bad Boys. Bad Boys is a weird one. It's the old Bad Boys. That's all the movies available on it currently. And there's a bunch of series. Future Man, which is fantastic. Super Mansion, Community, Deadly Class SWAT, and Lost Girl. And that's all the content that it's launching with in Poland. Again, it's going to have more stuff added to it as time goes on. I imagine, given it's a monthly subscription, they'll rotate the content monthly or headline the content monthly. Currently, in this graphic that I'll put up on the screen, it's promoting Venom, Zombieland Double Tap, and Bloodshot with Vin. Has anyone seen Bloodshot, by the way? Should I go watch that? I feel like it was a movie I wanted to see and I never got to see it because the world ended last year. So that's something I probably want to look into. So I'm guessing, like PlayStation Plus, they'll probably rotate the content and headline it. That's what makes the most logical sense, at least, is that they would rotate out stuff and make it and get. Otherwise, you could blast through all of this content in like a month and be like, hey, I've watched everything on here, and then it kind of comes redundant in a way. So that's my assumption about what they'll do. Look, it's just a test at the moment, but I think this is a good offering. This is adding value to PlayStation Plus, which it sorely needs, if I'm being perfectly honest. PlayStation Plus is great if you are a PlayStation 5 owner right now. You get 20 free games with PlayStation 5, the PlayStation Plus collection. Video on the channel about that if you want to know more about it. You get to play online, which is probably something that should be free anyway. You get cloud storage, which again, probably something that should be free. And then you get the 2 or 3 free games each month, 2 of them being PS4, 1 of them being PS5, which is good. But PlayStation Plus is more expensive than it has ever been, and you're probably getting less value in it now than you were, say, 12, 18, 24 24 months ago. Not to knock it, I think it's a good service, I just think it could be enhanced and improved more, especially when you look over at the camp of Microsoft and you look at what they're doing with games with gold, you look at what they're doing with the gold subscription, and you look at what they're doing with Xbox Game Pass and that whole world of unity. PlayStation, you've got PlayStation Now, which is off here doing this thing, you've got PlayStation Plus, which is off here doing this thing. I think this is good added value. Personally, for me, I would like to see them add more gaming content and more content that is going to benefit me as a gamer rather than as a media service. I understand why they're doing this, and it's probably a cheap way of adding value to it when a lot of this stuff is Sony produced content anyway through Sony Movies or Sony Pictures. But as a consumer that already owns multiple streaming services, Amazon Prime, Netflix, etc., I already have so much content to stream. I don't need this like weird hodgepodge of 20 free things to stream this month. I already have plenty of other places to get that content if I want to. So for me, it is adding value, but the value is limited, especially if you have other streaming subscription services as well. It becomes less of a fantastic value proposition and more of just a, hey, we've slapped this stuff on there. And that's why it does feel very much like a test. This doesn't feel like it's fully cooked from Sony yet. It feels like it's something that they're sort of trying to figure out as they go, which power to them if they do. I'm not going to criticize it because any additional value is good, right? You know, we have our current subscription, and if they're giving us this on top of it, I mean, that's not inherently a bad thing. They're just giving you more stuff, which means, you know, it's not bad by any means. It's just not enough, per se. I really like what Xbox is doing in terms of their additional subscription services. I think their Game Pass model, you know, getting games like Outriders Day One, things like that, and investing in that is a really good model to follow, especially because it's so pro-consumer. I understand why as a company it might not be so good, because I imagine it costs a huge amount of money for the publisher with a limited return, but as a consumer, for me, there's no way I'm going to be purchasing Outriders on the PlayStation 5 when I can get it for free over on Game Pass if I subscribe for 1 month. So as someone who juggles both platforms, Game Pass becomes much more of a interesting offering in 2021 and going forward as next gen prices continue to rise, giving you these games day one a lot cheaper. And I think Sony need to find something to compete with that. I don't think this is it, but this is something. This is a step in the right direction of something for free, additional to what we're getting currently. I want to hear your thoughts on this though. That's just my 2 cents worth rambling. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of all of this, what you think of this added value, what you think of this service and this offering, and we can have a conversation about it down below. Don't forget to leave a like as well, because, you know, that's how we get noticed in the YouTube algorithm. If you don't leave a like, YouTube doesn't know that I've even made a video. So it's basically just like tapping YouTube on the shoulder and being like, hey, give Josh a break. Just help him out. Promote his video for once instead of just sending it to the shadow realm like every other video. Go and do that. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah.